Hello.
Hello, Harold. What are you, the Merlin today?
Not quite. Not quite. Working on it.
You're working on it. All
How's
right.
the
The
how's the
magicians.
weather? How's the weather?
It's nice and sunny actually today.
Good.
But yep.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Ready?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Mario.
Oh, hello.
We are
Good
on
mo
29. Tough test, Ahmed Aleph. Hamne Soy de Kanim. There are 18 kaftorim because there's three.
There's goblet.
Right, these are the gvim, right? There were three gvim goblets for every branch. So there's 6 branches, so there's 18. Hamne Soy de Kanim, that's those. And then you have the middle one, Ha'esrim V'tartin. Because we started off with 3. Right, the central one had 4, and then you have 18 on the side, so that's 22. Then Achadasar Kaftorim, the buttons, Trei Dida, there were 2 of these Kaftorim on the central one, the Shisha Dekanim, and 6 on the each branch. The Chaftor, so that's Hachad Sar, that's 11. Because you had 4 kaftors on the central branch below. And elaprachim tisha minon. What about 9 flowers? There's prachim didei, prachim trei dida. Central beam had 2. Shisha dekanim, and the flower on each branch is only 8. Rav Shalman ksiv ad yerechad pircha mikshahi. There was a base. There was a flower right above the base of the menorah. That's 9. Previously, we said that the height of the menorah was 18 tfachim. Now, Amarav, Goevish menorah, Tisha tfach was 9. Eisra is Barchil Rav. Evanai Salaf ne menorah. There was a stone in front of the menorah. Ubash shalosh mal. There's 3 steps. Shaleh koin omed. This coin would stand on it. Umeti v'zan noiris. Now, 9 tfachim is 4 inches. 9 is 36 inches. You wouldn't need to stand on a stone. Amar le shimiat. How could you be asking me such a simple question? Ki kamina, it's misfas kanim lamala. It's where the branches start, it's 9 there. And then from the bottom to where the branches start is another 9. Ksiva perech vaneros v'malkachaim zovu michlo zov. Shlomo Melech made 10 menorahs. 5 on the right, 5 on the left. And he used gold. My michlo zav. What does that mean? Amravami shekilas v'chozav sagar shel Shlomo. That he used all of the whatever zav sagar, which is closed gold. This gold is its quality is so good that when it's available, all the other gold shops shut down. That's why it's called Zav Sogor, because it causes everybody else to close down. These 10 menorahs that Shlomo Melech made used up all the gold he had. Rav Esser menorahs asa Shlomo, he made 10. Kolachas v'yachas hevi lo elef kikar zav. He started off with 1,000 kikar, and he burnt it. With a goldsmith, they put it in a kiln. Right? They went from 1,000 to 1. That's how fine this gold was. Where says Aini? Everything he used to drink with was gold. So it means, how can you tell me that the menorah used up all the Zav? So we see there were other things made of the Zav. And there was so much gold in Shlomo Melech's palace, in Kesef Nechshav, he made Shlomo Lamuma, that silver wasn't worth anything because there was so much gold. So the gold he used up for the menorah was of Sagur coming up, but other gold he used for other things. Now, it's said that he started with 1,000 and he ended up with 1 kikar. Was there that much loss of gold as they went through this refinement process? Vatanya. Rabbi Yossi Rabbi Doimer. Ma'isa v'haisa menorahs Beis Hamikdash Yisrael shel Moshe the dinars of Kurdikini. They measured the menorah that was in the Beis Hamikdash, and they had the menorah of Moshe Rabbeinu, and it was a little heavier, not that much. V'chnisiu shmona pamim lekur. They put it in the oven 80 times. I mean, do all kikar. Now, 80 to 1 kikar is a lot different ratio than 1,000 to a kikar. Even to koi koi. Once it is very refined, then it doesn't lose much. Alam neira tohira. Sheyardu maseh mimokum tohara. The education of how to build the menorah came down from Shemayim, from a place of purity. Elameyata ala shulchan hatohar. Same thing. Sheyardu mimatzah mimakom tohar. Did the blueprints come from Shemayim too? See, that we don't know, because we know there's a chazal that a menorah shel eish was shown to Moshe, but we don't have that tradition regarding the shulchan. Ela tohar. What does it mean that the shulchan is tor? Michlashu tomei. The shulchan was a kind of vessel that could become tomei. Achanami torah michlashi tmeya. So why don't we just learn that the menorah is called Torah, that it's also a vessel, that it can become tummy? Now, the Gemara is going to tell us why it was a chiddush to tell me that the table could become tummy. Bishul ma'asam kiddush lakish. Damar lakish ma'idich siv ala shulchan hator. Michlal shu tummy, that the shulchan could become tummy. Now, the question is the following. The shulchan was a kli eitza asui l'nachasu. This was a furniture piece made out of wood, but that's meant not to be carried around. It's like your china closet. A wooden china closet would not be a makabel tumah because it's not meant to move. A wooden kli that is stationary, that is not meant to be moved, cannot become tummy. When the pilgrims would come by the Sholosh Regalim, they would pick up the table, take it outside, umayim lahem lechem aponim. They would show them how fresh the lechem aponim was, that there was, they could see how fresh it was from week to week. Look how Kadosh Baruch Hu loves you. Siluko kisiduro. It was as fresh a week later as when they arranged it on the shulchan. They placed the lechem and they removed it. It was exactly the same as the day they took it away. So that's the chiddush by the shulchan. Now, why would I have to be told about the menorah that it's makabel tumah? Pshita, called kli matchos tenu. It's a metal kli. Uklei matchos makabel tumah. So we know there the reason why it says al hamenorah Torah is sheyardu maseh mimakom Torah, that the blueprint of how to make it came from Shemayim. Tanya, Rabbi Yosef Rabbi Doimer, Aron shel eish, umenorah shel eish, v'shulchan shel eish, a aron that was made of fire, a table of fire, and a menorah of fire, yardu min hashamayim. V'ra'a Moshe v'asa kimosam. Moshe used this image and he made it. Because it says, Shenemo re'eva aseh b'sav nisam asher mare bahar. What kind of mare bahar? Because it came down as eish and he saw it. Ela me'ata v'kemosas ha-mishkan kimishpat asher reisa bahar. Do you say that the Mishkan also came down as an eish, so they knew how to build the Mishkan? Achanami? No. Hacha ksiv kimishpato. Which means the laws of the Mishkan. But by the other Kalim, it says Besavni Sam, according to the way they look, which seems that that's why an Eish Shel Aron and an Eish Shel Menorah and an Eish Shel Shulchan was shown to Moshe. Gavriel Choger Kimin Piskahaya. The Malach Gavriel was like wearing an apron. And he showed like a metal worker wears an apron, and he showed how to build a menorah. There were three kalim that were difficult for Moshe to understand how to do it. Here the Baraisa says Hashem showed him with his finger. It means like he showed him a model. Veiluin Rosh Chodesh, menorah, Rosh Chodesh, Ushrotzim. Right, the menorah, how the new moon looks when it's miskadesh, and which insects are the Shemona Shrotzim. It says Achoyled ha'achbar hatzav v'anaka v'koch v'alta v'chomet v'atinshames. Moshe didn't understand by the name exactly what he referred to, so he had to be shown. It's a weasel. Choled is a weasel. Achbar is a mouse. Tzav is a toad. Anaka is a hedgehog or porcupine. Halta'ah is a lizard. Chomet is a snail. And Tinshames is a mole. Now, where's the source of this? Menorah d'chsiv hazeh masa menorah. Rosh Chodesh d'chsiv hachodesh hazeh lachem Rosh Chodesh. This, like the zeb, you point with a finger. Shrotzim v'zeh lachem atomei. Yishlamim af hilchos shchita. They had to show exactly what part of the neck they did the shchita on, between which bones it's kosher. Shenemar v'zeh asher tasel mizbech. This is how you have to shech for the mizbech. Okay. The Mishnah said shtei parshas b'mezuzos magvat zu et zu. You need at least two parshas in the mezuzah v'afilu ksav echad ma'akvan. Even one letter, if it's not written properly, makes it puzzle. Pshita, why would I think different? Why would I think it would be okay if it was not perfect? Amri Marav, loy netzrochel lekutza shel yud. You make a yud. The top of the yud has a kutz. Either the top of it, according to the Rabbeinu Tam, it's below. According to Rashi, it's all the way below. But the little extra mark that a yud has, that if those are missing, it's puzzle. Well, a yud is a letter. If you didn't make the letter correctly, you've already told me it's not good. Ela kedidus Rav Yudam Rav kol oshe ein gvil mukaf lo ma'arba rechoseh psula. Every letter in the Torah has to have empty parchment around the letter. A letter cannot attach or adhere to an adjoining letter or to a letter on top of it or a letter below it. It's got to have parchment, clear and free parchment around each letter. Amar Rashi and Barbabach Mishnei Rav Yehuda. Nikiv toicha shel hay. You have a hay. Let's say within the clear space of the internal part of the hay, there's a hole. Kosher. But if the leg, Yerecho pasul, that would be pasul. Am Rav Zer l'didimi v'shliminei Rav Huna, Rav Yaakov Amar l'didimi v'shliminei Rav Yehuda, Nikiv tocho shalei kosher. The empty space within a hay as a whole, the letter is still okay. Irechov, it's either the right part of the hay or the left leg of the hay. Im nishtayr bo kashir os ktana, if enough of the leg, the size of a yud, is there kosher. V'im lav posel. Agra Chavud Rav Abba. Agra was the father-in-law of Rav Abba. If sikale kara de ha'am benikva. It says Moshe spoke to the Am. And the tefillin, of his tefillin, the hay, had a hole in it. Also, Rav Abba, Amarle, Mishtayr Bo, Kishiros Ktana Kosher. If the leg of the hay has enough of the letter that it looks like a yud, then it's okay. Vim lav pasul. Rabbi Bar Tamri du chamud Rabbi Bar Dikula. If sekale kara de vav de v'yaharog benikva. The word v'yaharog appears in the tefillin as well. Now, if the vav, the leg of the word vav, the letter vav, has a hole, and it was apparently okay because the top part of the vav looked like a yud. Aslik Rav Zera. Go find not a genius child, not a dumb child, an average child, and have him read it. Ikarle vayaharog, then kosher. But if he calls it yehare because it makes it look like a yud, puzzle. And there's many dinim in shul like that. If you don't, you're not sure if a letter is okay, you call somebody up to read it, and if they can read it, then it's okay. I mean, I'm a Rav. He found Hashem making tagim, which are the crowns on top of the letters. Why can't you give it without the tagim? There'll be a man, Akiva ben Yosef, Rabbi Akiva. He will darshan on every one of these tagim many halachas. Moshe asked Hashem, show me who he is. Amarlo, chazor lachorecha, turn around. Halach v'yashav b'sof shmona shuros. He found himself to be in Rabbi Akiva's class, but he was in the 18th row, in the 8th row, right? The best students sat in the 1st row, and Moshe had to sit in the 8th row. It was so complicated, Moshe Rabbeinu didn't know what they were talking about.
Didn't we have this Gemara once before? I think we had a similar Gemara once before.
This is the one where Moshe is shown Rabbi Akiva.
You're right, but I'm thinking about the target we had before. Okay.
Tashash kocho. His ruach, he was depressed. Given shigila davar echad. Now they reached a difficult discussion, and Armelo Talmidav Rebbe Minayin Lecha. Rabbi Akiva gave the halacha, and the students asked him, "Where do you get this from?" Armelen halacha leMoshe Misinai. It was transmitted from Moshe. Oh, Moshe was happy. Nisyashva daito. Chazer ubalif nekadosh baruch hu. Moshe went back and had a dialogue with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Amar l'fanav Ribono shel olam. Yesh l'cha adam ze v'ata noisen torsh al yadi. You have such a person, and you are giving me the right to be Matan Torah? You should have done it with Rabbi Akiva. Amar lo shtok. Kach Allah b'machshav l'fanai. This is my plan. You show me his Torah. Show me his reward. Turn around. Turn around. Remember, they had scraped the skin from Rabbi Kiva, and they were selling it in the market. This is Torah and this is a reward. This is my plan. And some things that human beings can't understand. Amar Rava. Shiva oises tzrichot shloishes ziyunim. 3 letters need 3 tagim on top. Eluain. Shatness. Shin, ayin, tet, nun, zayin. And gimel tzadi. Amar Vashi. Chazin l'safi de daf kedebei Rav. We saw the soifrim in the yeshiva of Rav. The chatru legage the ches. On top of the ches, they would have like a strit, like a roof. V'tala l'chari de hay. The hay, the left side didn't go all the way to the top. Chatru legage the ches. Why did they add the roof to the ches? Kloimar, chayu beruma shalolim, because Hashem lives at the top of the universe. V'tala l'kari de hay. The left side of the hay was hung with some space near the top. K'deboy min Rav Yehuda Nisiya Merabamo. My dichsiv bitchu v'Hashem adeyad ki beka Hashem tzur olomim. And kol ha'toile bitchon b'Hakadosh Baruch Hu, whoever trusts in Hashem, harei lo machzor b'olam hazeh v'lo haba. Hashem will protect him in this world, in the next world. I understand. Anachi kakashli. Ma'ishna d'chsiv beka v'lo ksiv ka. It says bitchu b'Hashem adeyad ki beka Hashem tzur olamim. So kidarish Rabbi Yehuda Rabbi Loi. Elu shnei alami shabar kadosh baruch Hu refers to the 2 words, 2 worlds. Olam hazeh olam haba. Echad behei, one was created with a hay. Ve'echad beyud. Olam haba is created with a yud. Ben yodem olam haba beyud v'olam hazeh beyud. Im olam hazeh beyud v'olam haba behei. I don't know. Kishoimer elu toldos hashamayim v'haaretz bihi baram. Al tikra bihi baram when they were created. Ela behei baram. This world was created with a hay. Have you ever olam hazeh behei v'olam haba beyud? Why was Olam Hazeh created behei? It's like a patio. Whoever wants to leave Torah can go. He goes out the bottom part of the hay yetze. But there's another opening on the left leg above. That's what's represented by the hay. You should know that you can become a Baal Tshuva. Why do you need 2 openings? Let him come in the same opening that he fell. So lo mistayimil says it won't work. Reish Lakish, my dichsiv im laleitzim hu yolitz. That means if he's a jokester, he will tell jokes. Ulanovim yitein chen. To those who is humble, he will give credit to. Baal litar misainoso. Somebody who wants to do a mitzvah, Hashem helps him. Balatami poiskinlo. If you want to do averis, it'll make it easy for you. Umay tami islay tana. Umay islay tag. There is like a tag on top of the hay. Amar Kadosh Baruch Hu, im choyzer ani kosher lo keser. The Jew who repents, becomes a Baal Tshuva, gets a crown to his head. Mibnei ma nivra olam haba biyud. Mibnei shel tzadikim shebo muatim. Yud is the smallest letter, and there's not many tzaddikim, so it's a remez that not everybody's going to go to Olam Haba. Ubibnei ma kofuf rosha. Why is its head bent? Mibnei shel tzaddikim shebo kofuf rosheim. The tzaddikim are humble; they keep their head down. Mibnei masen she'ein doimim zeh lezeh. When he's in Olam Haba and he sees other greater tzaddikim, he's embarrassed. He hangs his head lower. Rav Yosef Hani Tarti Mili Rav Bisforim. Rav said the following dinim regarding a Sefer Torah. Vitanya Teufti, and it's lechora stira to a brisa. Hadar Amar Rav, one is Sefer Torah sheyesh bo shtei tayuyos b'chol daf v'daf. If a Sefer Torah has two mistakes in every one of the columns, yitakein, you can fix them, and you can use the Sefer Torah. Shalosh iganes. If there are three mistakes in every column of that Sefer Torah, you can't correct it. You have to bury it. Iganes. Vitanya tiyuvta. There's another price says shalosh yisakin. Up to 3 errors per column you can correct, and arba yiganes. And the Gemara Tana im yesh bo daf achad shlema. If a Sefer Torah has one column that doesn't have any mistakes, matzelas lakulo. So then you don't have, you can correct all the mistakes. Amar Yizak bar Shmuel bar Marta mishmei de Rav. V'hu d'chsiv rubei de sifra shapir. As long as the majority, most of each column, there's not more than 5 or 6 mistakes in each column, as the way Rashi learns. Then you can still fix it. Amalei Baal Rav Yosef, is behu daf sholosh tayus mai. If you have 3 mistakes in one column, what's the din? When we said that a complete column saves the rest of the Torah, does that column have to be completely without error? Amalei hoil vis isyav letakuni. Yeah, since you're allowed, we said you can fix the Sefer Torah that has up to 3 mistakes, misakin, and you can fix the whole thing. Now, when we say that you put away a Sefer Torah that has 4 mistakes, hanimili chaseros, letters are missing. Aval yaseros leslanba. But if there are extra letters, then we don't. Then it's not. Then it can be fixed. Or you could even leave it according to some opinions. Chaser is my time alone. Why don't we accept it when it's missing? On Rav Kana Mishum de Mexican menumer. It looks spotted. Menumer is like a leopard. So it's like not hidur. It lacks hidur. Agra Chamud Rabba Havila Yiseris Besifra. Agra had extra letters in the Sefer Torah. Asak Meravaba. Amr Leilo Amarna Lebechaseros. We puzzled the Sefer when it was missing. Av Yiseris lesson, but with extra letters, it's not a problem. They just erase it or leave it alone. Okay. Tonight, 8 o'clock.
Yep.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow,
7?
7 o'clock.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Night.